Hello everyone. A little extra live today. I just talked about giving, so I would like to give you some more insight in things to know, realize, and to be prepared for in this life. Let's keep it short. So, following up with recent events of me losing a friend and a member and supporter, I felt very shortly after that how important is to be prepared for the unexpected turns in life. And some of you know that Dave was engaged. He had a fiancée. He just got approved for his petition. So they were working. They were working on a K1 visa, and he definitely was not prepared for such an event, and so wasn't the lady he was engaged to. I won't go too much into their story. I kept it private at the VIP club and Patreon because there were some aspects to their relationship that might not apply to you. So one of the things, guys, you need to realize that you absolutely have to be ready for the unexpected. And a lot of you are dating and looking for the second marriage, sometimes the third marriage, or even the first one, but you have some level of financial stability, I hope, because as I talked earlier in my videos, you have to be prepared. The Ukrainian women, often you choose to be with Ukrainian or Russian or Slavic women not because of their masculine qualities, not because of their sort of masculine approach to life. You choose to be in a relationship with them because you want to feel that somebody cares for you, somebody, you have that feminine embracing loving presence in your life. And not all of Ukrainian women are can come to United States and transfer their education right away and immediately start making money or things like that. You have to understand that even to get your first job, you have to officially wait 2 years. At least that's how it was. So basically, you wait 2 years till your documents process, till you obtain your first conditional green card. Yes, you can sometimes go and help at the store or this or that, but that's not the point. You have to be ready for unexpected. And I think you guys understand what I mean, that you have to have a plan B. If something happens to you, I don't care if you're in your late 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, there is always a chance of things to go unexpectedly, and it doesn't mean that you planning to die, it doesn't mean that you planning to live short, but I think sometimes we're getting carried away and we don't have our business and our finance in order. And for men is extremely important, because if you married, let's say you married a younger woman, you are in your mid to late 40s or early 50s, you married a younger woman because you wanted, let's say you also wanted to have a child. I have many men that are contemplating on having a child in their late 40s or early 50s, and you could take that decision and have a positive answer on that, but you have to make sure you have that base. You have to make sure that you have something to give to the child. You cannot put a person who is new in this country through the struggle. If something unexpected will happen, you don't want to put a new person through the struggle of surviving, of not knowing what to do, where to go. If she has a young child, she might have one child or two of her own, and then you decide to have one more. It's a very common situation, and it's one of the reasons why sometimes women married and a man that is financially stable. It's not always, there are some things, it's not always the exactly material things that they wanna rob you and leave you. Sometimes when they feel very vulnerable when they having a child. In traditional Ukrainian culture, if you having a young child, you do not work, because you don't just give them the store formula and you don't give them the store baby food. You do everything with your hands. You usually nurse them. Guys, it's quite a ride. I've been through that, and Ukrainian women love to take care of their child. And I know some of you have a dream to take a child, to have a child later in life. Of course, it has a risk that you might be gone sooner. But if that's what you really want, you have to be responsible, and you have to realize if you get sick, if you suddenly pass away and have heart attack, or you have stroke or something like that, your child or your children are taken care of, and so as your wife. You have to understand that when we come to this country, as young adults, or somewhere later in life, it doesn't really matter if your woman is in 20s, 30s, or 40s, or 50s. When you come here, doesn't matter if our age equal 5 or 6 years old, because we don't know first thing. We don't know what is social security. We don't know what is insurance for this, insurance for house, the cars. I literally felt I came here 10 years ago, and I felt like I was a 5 or 6 year old child that needs to learn how to walk. And it's not the most satisfying feeling when you know you could take care of yourself in your country. You might not have the big home, or luxurious vehicle, or even a lot of money, but a lot of ladies that are having an education, they having a career, they do well for themselves. They have enough. They might have what you guys called living paycheck to paycheck, but that's a different conversation. But they have a nice place to live. They have clothes to wear. They don't have all those excessive bills that here in US we do have. I remember my shock the first time when I came here, and I mean the first year, and we needed to fix a few things in the house. We had a guy coming to fix sink, and it was $150. And I remember calling my husband and asking him, this is what's going on. This guy wants $150. He just spent 10 minutes to fixing our sink. And he told me, oh, that's fine, just write him a check. I was like, are you sure about this? The differences of the level of life, the differences of mentality, the differences of systems, they are very big. So you have to understand that, and you have to have a backup plan. If you love a woman, if you care about her, you want to be prepared for unexpected. You want to have a will, because if you might have children, you might have other children, grown children, you might have nephews, you might have some other family. If something happens, basically as soon as you come here and things are going well, you're getting married, things are going well, you have to have some kind of paper, something, and it's up to you what the amount of support you want to give, or how you want to work it out. I'm not going to give advice on that, because it's very individual. But you have to think, in the case of your sudden death, what's going to happen. Imagine, maybe get mortgage insurance. If your home, I hope your home is paid off, but if it's not, get a mortgage insurance. Get some things that will protect her, and if you have children, them, because it's horrible enough to lose somebody you love, and when the financial struggle adds to it, it's just you don't want the person you love to go through that. My dad is older, and my dad is he had me late. It's funny because that was considered late, back in time, but now it's not considered that late. When he had me, he was when I was born, he was in his mid 40s, and it's not that uncommon right now, but back then it wasn't common. Everybody thought he was my grandpa, which was driving me crazy. But he wrote a will for his home um, when I was 12 years old. He told me, I'm not planning to die. I hope to live longer, but you don't know. And he didn't want me to go through this thing and trying to prove and fight, and he knows that that would be extremely painful, because of extra, sensitivity. I mean, when it's your dad, you know yeah, life insurance, exactly. Living in US, I agree, Patrick, um, that is a great suggestion, and thank you so much for making it, because life insurance in US, some people might look at it as a waste of money, but it's not, because you can take care of everything. Um, I'm considering getting one for myself. I am new to these things, guys. I want you to understand too. Even though I've been in US 10 years, doesn't mean anything. I'm still learning. Only now I'm getting a grip of understanding how the finance work, how life insurance or mortgage insurance work. It's a total different world for us people from Eastern Europe. You have to understand, we don't have all that. I believe that you have to have a backup plan. You know what's awesome about it? My dad, by the way, thank God, is still alive. All these years after, he's still alive. He's, not doing too hot, not too great, but he's alive. And we don't have to worry about things. What you do is you take it out of the way, so you don't need to. You just take it out of the way, so you do your best in life and you enjoy your life, and hopefully you will live long and happy. But you don't need to worry. You have to put your things in order. And with Dave passing away, I was thinking, oh my gosh, am I ready for things? Am I affairs are in order? I realize that I have to do all this stuff. I hope also to be around, especially while my son is growing and turning into adult. And I have some more family here in Michigan, on his father's side. So I have to make sure that everything is organized, and that's one of the things I'm planning to do in January. I want to organize. When you have it organized, you don't need to be stressed. You are prepared for the unexpected, and that's the best you can do. You hope it will never happen, and usually when you have all these things, they very often they do not happen. So you can live a happy life and be present. When you have enough of money in your bank, maybe you're working, but you have some savings, you can actually be present with your kids. You can be present with your wife. You can be present with your life. When you live in a pain of, oh my gosh, the mortgage is gonna come and this is not enough, and when you live in this chaotic state, you cannot bring another person to it. And that's another thing, guys. Before you commit to bringing a Ukrainian woman in your life, you have to understand that Ukrainian women expect you to be a provider. They expect you to take care of things. Many of them would like to work and have a new career and establish themselves here, but it's gonna take a while. So you just have to consider that and be wise. but you do have to have your will in order and your affairs in order. You know, there is not more hard not a more heartbreaking moment when family members and people are fighting for property or money, or anything like that. That would, that would absolutely be, it would be absolutely painful. And just take care of it. So that's all, guys. I just, I didn't want to wait with this live. Yes, it's my second live. Thank you so much. I feel better. I had some of my tea. And the event, the dinner I'm going to attend with the family is postponed by an hour. So I'm like, all right, I will make another live video to follow up with my idea and my belief that Christmas is given. So it's a given season. And to follow up why the emotions are fresh after Dave passing away. I know that he worked hard in his life. He had something, for his family. And I don't know if that was in order or not. I don't have that information, but I know he had something to live. And I know sometimes you find yourself in your midlife that something shook your financial security. You have to get on your feet again before you commit to take care of somebody else. And I'm going to repeat this again and again, because I have men who reach out to me and, they complain about the cost of tickets, the cost of bringing a lady here and all of the above. But one thing that they don't realize, that this is, you're going to be responsible for another person. You literally sign the affidavit of support, because you're making a big step, and you have to be aware of what kind of responsibility you're taking. And there is nothing scary about it. There is nothing bad about it. And many ladies that come here, unless you are planning to have children very soon, they want to take English as a second language. They want to go and work somewhere. They want to explore another career. They are driven. And I'm gonna make a video soon on what do I mean by saying real women, quote unquote, or genuine women. Like, what do I mean by that? And I'm gonna expand on that later, but I just want you to know we have to be prepared for unexpected. There are things like car accidents, there are things like sudden things. And being aware, I'm thinking about, future of the people that I love, and seeing somebody just be gone in a second is really, I feel strongly encouraged to get things in order and just have them that way. I mean, I hope that my time is not coming soon, because I have a very big mission in my life and very big responsibility, but I'm not in charge of that. So you gotta be ready. And that's also, guys, for you. What makes man a man is when he got your back, when he has a plan, when he has a backup, and you feel that you can be feminine, you feel secure, you feel taken care of. And it's not only the financial aspect is very important. There is no way around that. Another aspect is that do things with your loved ones. Don't wait for special occasions. Don't wait for when the weather gets better, when the tickets on sale. Do stuff with your small children or bigger children, or your new wife, or lady you had for a while. You gotta do those things. One of the lessons we can take from Dave's life, he always jumped into opportunity. He would always jump into them. He had this almost childish thing about him that he would just do it. He would encourage other guys to get out of the couch. And you know, there are some men that have been listening for 3 years to my videos and have not done a single change to their life, hadn't start working on their body or health, hadn't started working on their mindset, hadn't, you know, bought a travel ticket and jump on a plane. You know, videos will not help you to change your life if you're not taking any action. So I guess the second part of this is do those things while you can. You know, sometimes you can suddenly get a weird disease and you can't. Some people plan that they're gonna be traveling after certain things will take place, and then it never happens. So that is a time when usually people planning their year, planning their life, and I just want to tell you guys, please do the most of things, be ready for unexpected, and jump to the opportunities. Thank you so much for being with me. I wish you peaceful Christmas Eve. Thank you for greetings, Dom John. Not sure how to read this, but thank you so much for contribution. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I will make a video about being scared, you know, going to Ukraine, especially with the events that's been going on. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas, guys, once again. Yes, you do need to take care of your lady. You just, you know, and it's, you know, when you find the right person, that's something that you want to do. She will take care of you, but don't expect her to take care of you in a financial way. She will take care of you in all the other ways that you have not been taken care of, you know. Just a minute. I'm going to read one more, yeah, one more message. Oh, thank you so much. So you were ripped off by one of those Kiev marriage agency scams for $20,000 a few years ago, but you found an honest lady. You know what? That would be awesome if you could share your experience so I can share with my subscribers. If you can send me an email to consultveronika@gmail.com. You can also contact me on my website. I have a website email, you know, veronikaolson.com, but it's easier for me to get it on Gmail. It's you know, sometimes the most convenient things are free, so I would appreciate if you could share. You said you got ripped off. What actually happened? Because I would like to share and protect people who are watching my channel. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, dear friends, I wish you a wonderful, peaceful night from Michigan with love. Please think about the future and get ready for it. If you need to take a couple years to get your orders, your finance, your everything together, please do that, because you will feel more confident and you will feel like you're ready for a new life. Congratulations to those of you who are going for Christmas to Ukraine, who are going to see your ladies, your fiancé, and have a wonderful, special time. And I'm here if you need my help. You can send me an email to consultveronika@gmail.com, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much.